Trauma is a silent shadow, following you even on the days you feel okay. You carry it with you, sometimes without even realizing it. The memories, the pain, the fear, it doesn't just fade away. It lingers, showing up in unexpected moments, holding you back from truly living. But here's the truth that no one tells you. Healing isn't about forgetting what happened. It's about learning to live with it, to carry it differently, bit by bit, until the weight feels lighter. Healing starts when you give yourself permission to feel the pain instead of running from it. It's tempting to numb the discomfort, to distract yourself, or pretend that you're fine. But the more you push it down, the more power it gains over you. It's okay to not be okay. Let yourself grieve what you lost, what you went through. Acknowledging your pain doesn't make you weak, it makes you brave. It's the first step toward reclaiming your power. There's a part of you that believes you should be over it by now, that you should have moved on. But healing isn't a race, it's a journey, and it's different for everyone. Some days, you'll feel strong and hopeful, like you're making progress. Other days, it might feel like you're back at the beginning, drowning in memories you thought you'd left behind. And that's okay. Healing isn't linear. It's messy, unpredictable, and it takes time. Be patient with yourself. You're allowed to take as long as you need. It's easy to fall into the trap of silence, to keep your trauma locked inside because it feels safer that way. But trauma feeds on secrecy. When you share your story, even if it's just with one person you trust, you start to take away its power. Speaking your truth doesn't mean you have to relive every detail. It's about giving a voice to the parts of you that were silenced. It's about freeing yourself from the isolation of carrying this burden alone. Sometimes, the hardest part of healing is letting go of the idea that it could have been different. You replay the past, wondering what you could have done to prevent it, wishing things had turned out another way. But here's the reality. You can't change what happened. The past is written, but your future is not. The moment you stop fighting the past and start focusing on the present is the moment you begin to heal. You might feel broken, like a piece of you is missing that you'll never get back. But what if healing isn't about putting the pieces back exactly as they were? What if it's about creating something new, something stronger, with the cracks still visible but filled with wisdom and resilience? You are not defined by what happened to you. You are defined by how you rise from it, by the strength you show every time you get back up. Give yourself the space to rest. Healing from trauma takes an enormous amount of energy, and it's exhausting. You don't have to be productive every day. You don't have to have it all figured out. It's okay to take a step back, to breathe, to simply exist without any expectations. Self-compassion is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Treat yourself with the kindness you would offer to a loved one going through the same pain. You may not see it yet, but every day that you choose to keep going, you're healing. It's happening slowly, quietly, like a seed growing underground before it breaks the surface. The changes are small, almost invisible at first. But bit by bit, piece by piece, you're putting yourself back together. And one day, you'll look back and realize that you're not the same person who was broken by the trauma. You've become someone stronger, wiser, and braver than you ever thought possible. Healing isn't about erasing the past. It's about finding a way to live with it, to make peace with it, and to move forward despite it. It's about taking control of your narrative, reclaiming your story. You didn't choose what happened to you, but you can choose what happens next. You have the power to heal, bit by bit. And every small step you take, no matter how tiny, is a victory. So keep going, even on the days when it feels impossible. You're not alone in this. You are stronger than you think, and bit by bit you will heal.